I'm the type of producer that makes music based on my mood. To me, each and every sound is an emotion. Like the kick could be me kicking somebody in the face. The snare is a slap. So whenever I'm angry or happy, I communicate a lot through music. I decided I wanted to make music when all I could think about was music. There was really no women that came out of Harlem. We had Dipset, we had Mace, we had Cam, and we had a lot of teams that made it look cool to actually be from Harlem, to be flashy, and I just feel like I just gotta follow up with the flashiness, you know? Initially, I wanted to be a singer. The vocals wasn't lining up the way I heard it in my head. Around the age of 12, I had this little tape recorder and I used to record myself. I used to rap about rims shining and shit like that. I think I got it from 50 Cent. And then I saw Eve come out. And then Eve was just like this powerful black woman just like me. She opened my eyes like that, if she could do this, I could do this too. And she was nice, she was beautiful. She just came through like a powerhouse. And from then on, I started recording and getting comfortable with my voice. My dad used to be a DJ, so he would play like Burris Hammond and Allison Hines, like soca. That kind of shaped me growing up. I didn't appreciate it until now, because now there's a lot of influence in my music and I hear it and I be like, dang, that came from my dad. I do everything myself. I record myself, I mix myself, I engineer. I do it every day. So I produce for other artists. I engineer for myself every day. And it basically helped me as an artist because now I know what tone sounds great. I know what records I sound great on. I know what records other people sound great on. It helped me all around as an artist and a producer and a creative. If you say it's war, then I'm riding with the kids for you. I feel like I didn't get to show my personality in my interview, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I look hella boring in the studio. Let me stand up, hold on. Hold on.
Count the shit just to start. Look the trunks in the front. I got hella hoes, no ASAP. My newest thing's a thirst trap. Harlem world better know that. Go around, catch a tour tag. Go around, get your shit snatched. Homie, I might get your shit back. You in the bands, bitch, I did that. You gonna catch me with a red.
The first time I met A AP Ferg, I think we was in a laundromat around the corner from my house. I grew up around the damn corner from Ferg. No, I'm joking. A AP Ferg was one of the first people to push me to become a producer.
Crystal Caines, one thing.
He was very close with one of my cousins. They had a crew called HMV back in the day. And they were like the party type, and I was like, you know, very antisocial, so I really didn't go to their parties. But as soon as I made my first beat, I sent it to him, and he used it. He shot a video.
If I die before I wake, I pray that ASAP will be great. My mama good and my girl be late, so it'll be another me and the world be straight.
And I was like, dang, this beat sucked. He was like, nah, it's gonna work, trust me. And it worked. And from then on, it kind of gave me the motivation and the push to actually take it seriously. The way that I keep control over like my music and everything that I do is in-house. Daffy, who's from the Bronx, he's really great at drums. His knock is ridiculous. He's just great at everything. Keys, of course, but he's great at everything. I just love their bounce so much, and eventually like we grew. We just got along so well, and then we became the understudy. They bring out a side of me that other producers don't. So what I like to do when I'm working with someone, I give them that space to be creative and be who they want to be. I feel like that's my thing. I bring out the side of artists that they're scared to present to the world. So this beat for Bossa Nova was actually created after we came from eating Bossa Nova. It just inspired me. Bossa Nova sounds boss as shit. Can I curse? Bossa Nova sound boss as shit. So I just left the title, and I had some good food at the time too, so I just incorporated all of that in this record. And it's just about us having fun while we was in LA.
Harlem shit, you know I know.
From the window to the wall.
Top down, look, screaming from the dog. Guns high like I come from.
Missy's impact was very big to to me because she opened the door for someone like me. I feel like without Missy, people like me wouldn't be accepted. We would be laughed at, we would be ridiculed, because I don't look like the typical female artist or the typical female producer or engineer. So Missy basically paved the way for people like me to come in and be great. I definitely dealt with some discrimination, whether it be an artist not taking me seriously in the studio because I am a woman, or them thinking that I don't know what I'm doing because I'm a woman, or I need their assistance when I've actually done everything up to this point on my own. The way that I deal with that is just being more knowledgeable of the things that I want to obtain, so I won't need someone else's criticism or their advice. That's the side that I won't have to deal with. People not believing in me because of how I look or what I do. There is a misconception that there aren't a lot of women producers or engineers, but there actually are. They aren't granted the opportunity to present themselves and share their gift with the world. I actually want to be the home base for women. You know, when women don't feel comfortable enough to work with certain artists or men, that they can come to Crystal Caines and find comfort and find a home there. And that's how I plan to change it. I want to open my own label. I want to have all these things to make things for women more comfortable.